ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु, सहनौ भुनक्तु, सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै, तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे। ओम श्री हयग्रीवाय नमः। ओम श्री वल्लभा समेत श्री महागणाधिपतये नमः। So we were looking at the objections raised by the Shruta Prakashikakara with reference to Nirvishesha Jnanam and Nirvishesha Vastu. And in the process of answering and negating their contentions, again the nirvikalpaka-jnanam, nirvishesha vastu and all is re-established. So that is the topic here, correct? The topic which we are currently discussing is Sruta Prakashika Ukta Dushana Nirakarana Purvakam nirvikalpaka-svarupa-niroopaNam. So in this, one of the points we were discussing, correct? In fact, the Sruta Prakashikakara also says when we say nirvishesha or nirvikalpa, it is actually a bahurihi, but from which all the visheshas have gone. That is called nirvishesha. Not all, in fact, we say that all visheshas, but they say that from which visheshas have gone. They say that even if some visheshas are not there, then you can call it nirvikalpa and all that. That is their contention. In fact, for us also, the bahurihi meaning is fine. Okay, but we say that all visheshas are gone. In fact, whether they are really there means they cannot go away also. Understand? But it is aropa. Correct? Whatever is aropita, the aropita visheshana alone is removed or negated. The apavada is done. And then the nirvishesha vastu is revealed. That's what we are saying. In this, the sushupti again comes into the picture here. Okay. So in the sushupti, whether the triputi is there or not, that was the discussion we were having. Okay. And in this, I think we came up to this point. Manohi indriyam tarkika mate. Okay. So in the what we were discussing is whatever is savikalpa means or savishesha means, we have to be able to cognize it and even verbalize it as this is in this manner, correct? Idam itham bhavati. Now, if you are not able to cognize in that manner, then it cannot be called as savikalpaka. That is why even the Tarkikas have said that this nirvikalpaka jnanam is atindriya, they say. So this was revealed here. You can see this first vakya here. So atindriyam nirvikalpakam iti tarkikaihi uktam. And also even not this atindriya means not only indriya in the sense that the jnana indriya, but even mind is included in that, because according to the Tarkika, even mind is an indriya. They count the mind as another indriya. So this, I think this vakya we saw last. Manohi indriyam Tarkika mate. And you can see here, etasmin iti, etasmin atindriye nirvikalpake jnane vishayabhutaha yaha arthaha स यदि केनचित् विशेषेण विशिष्टः तर्हि तद् idam ittam iti vaktum shakyeta eva. So this, even the Tarkikas say that even mind cannot objectify this and know as it is in this manner. Okay. So that is why it is beyond mind also, even for them. It transcends the mind. It is atindriya. all the jnanendriyas and mind both are transcended, and that which is known like this alone is nirvikalpaka, even according to Tarkika. Why the Tarkika is referred to is because most of the Dvaitins are all holding on to the coattails of the Nyaya Vaisheshikas only. Okay. So they take the Tarka arguments only mainly and try to use it against the Advaitin. So that's why we are pointing out here and there that even Tarkikas have said this. So if only if you are not able to point out something or cognize something as an object of knowledge, but still it is known, correct? That's why it is, we say it is Swayam Jyoti and all that. That which is self-revealing, self-existing consciousness cannot be pointed out as this, and that alone is the Nirvikalpaka Jnanam. And Savishesham hi vaktum shakyate vaktavya vishesha sattvat. So, continuing what he is saying, he is differentiating between Savishesha and Nirvishesha again. This Savishesha Jnanam only you can also articulate it, correct, in so many words, because it has the Jati, Guna, Kriya, whatever it is, correct. The meanings of words can only be in these four categories, we say, correct. Either it is a Jati, a Guna, Kriya, or a Sambandha. And in Savishesham, you can talk about it in words also, because all these things are there. Whatever can be revealed through words, the direct meaning of words, that is, those qualities are there. Now, the argument goes into another direction. Suptothitasya pratyabhijnanam tu savikalpakam eva. So now the Purva Pakshi comes and says, see, you are talking about, we even gave, correct, that there is a pratyaksha pramana for nirvishesha vastu. That is in Sushupti, whatever Anubhava is there, that itself is actually revealing the Nirvishesha Vastu and all that. Now they are taking that. Okay, they are saying even the one who has got up from sleep and then recollects, correct? The Pratyabhijnanam is there. That recollection is Savikalpakam only, he is saying. Okay, the Purvapakshi is saying that is having divisions, because even in that the Triputi division is there. When you are recollecting, you are the knower, and you are recollecting about the known Vishaya, correct? Something which is known. So there is the difference of knower, known, and knowledge, etc. So the one who gets up from the sleep and recollects, that recollection also is having all these divisions. It is Savikalpaka. So he is explaining that what Sukham aham apswapsam na kinchid aham avedisham mamapi aham na agnyashisam iti triputi pratibhana. So when you say Sukham aham aswapsam, so you are recollecting that I slept with lot of sukha, I enjoyed my sleep, and I did not know anything. Na kinchid aham avedisham, I did not know anything. In fact, I did not know myself also. Mamapi aham na agnyashisam iti. When you say all these things, he is saying that Triputi is there. Triputi means what? Knower, known, and means of knowledge. Let us say all three are implied when somebody is making a statement like this. How can you say that it is not Savikalpaka? Okay. So this is what. So this being the case, what now they can claim what? Pratyabhijnana balat sushuptavu api triputi asti. That is their claim now. So the Pratyabhijnana points out to Triputi. Therefore, even in Sushupti, the Triputi is there. If you say that, what you cannot say, we are saying na vachyam. Why? Tathatve tadaiva sukhamaham swapimi na kinchid aham vedmi mamapi aham na vedmi iti pratiti apattehe. So if you say the Triputi was there in sleep, or it is there in sleep also, then while sleeping only you should know all these things, correct? While sleeping only you should be able to say, I am sleeping happily, I am enjoying my sleep, sukham aham swapimi. I don't know anything, na kinchid aham vedmi, and I don't know myself also. I don't know how anybody can say that, but mamapi aham na vedmi iti pratiti apatte, all this pratiti will be there while sleeping only, but that is not the case. Okay, once we say this, what the Purva Pakshi comes back and says, what? Nacha tada vidyamanapi triputi tada na bhati megachanne gagane ravihi iva iti vachyam. Okay, now what is their argument? They are saying, I agree that while sleeping, you cannot say that I don't know anything or I don't know myself, etc. But even then, the triputi is not, it is not shining, but it is covered, but it is still there. Like even when the cloud on the sky covers the sun, you cannot say the sun itself is not there, correct? Okay. Sun is covered, it is not shining openly, but sun is there. Similarly, in Sushupti, even though the Triputi is not shining, it is not cognized then and there, but even then it is there. It is only covered. Okay, this is their watch. This is their argument now. So if you say that, what, even that you cannot say. Why? Na vachyam. Why? Abhataya striputya vidyamanatva. Sorry, anay. Abhatayaha triputyaha vidyamanatva anabhyabhagama. So what we are saying, we cannot accept whatever is not cognized then and there. Okay, because even to say that something is there, even though I did not experience it, it is there. For you to say that, there has to be some pramana. What is the pramana? You cannot give any pramana for that. Okay, so whatever is not shining there, whatever is not being known at that time, how can you say it is there? We cannot accept that it is there. Whatever is not shining at that time, if you say it is still there, it is covered, etc. What is the pramana for? We cannot just accept it, correct? So what do we say? Pratibhasa samaya niyata hi triputi napi tada triputi satve pramanamasti. So what we say is what? Only when it is shining, when it is pratibhasa is there, when it is experienced, at that time only it is there. Like this, only we can accept, or there is a rule, correct? There is a pratibhasa samaya niyata hi triputi. So triputi can be accepted only when it is cognized, when it is experienced. Even when it is not experienced, if you say it is there, okay, napi tada triputi satve means what? Even though it is not experienced, it is there if you say, then what is the pramana for that? So tada triputi satve napi pramanamasti we say. So if you say that it is still there, then you have to give a pramana, but there is no pramana, because the only pramana you can give is the Shruti. But Shruti is negating that, correct? That is where the Swayam Jyoti Brahmanam is very important. In fact, he is quoting that. And Brihadaranyaka Shruti in general also is quoting this yatratvasya sarvam atmaiva abhut tat kena kampashyet. Okay, this is not Swayam Jyoti Brahmanam, but this is Brihadaranyaka still. So where everything is Atma, then who is going to see what? Correct? Where everything is Atma, Sarvatma Bhava is there, then in that there cannot be any division of knower, known, etc. The Triputi is in fact negated here explicitly. Kena kampasye ityadi Shrutya Triputi abhavasya eva premitatva. So even the Shruti is only pointing out the Triputi abhava. It is doing abhavada of the Triputi. In fact, in the Swayam Jyoti Brahmanam, if you take, the Sushupti is given as a drishtanta for moksha only. And in the afterwards it is saying this, correct? That actually the Dashtantika is talked about in the next Brahmanam. And there it is again said that this Tripati and all is not there. Atma is asamsari, really speaking. There cannot be any Tripati in the moksha avastha. Or from the paramarthika drishti, there is no Tripati. Only Atma alone is there. Everything else is negated. So the Veda is very clearly revealing the Tripati Abhava, both through Drishtanta of the sleep and also the Dashtantika, which is the Paramarthika Swarupa, which is the Moksha Swarupa. So here, what is said here? So now even then what they will come back? They are saying, Evam ananubhutayaha triputyaha katham pratyabhijnanam. So now their question is what? Okay, you are saying Triputi is not there in sleep. It is not experienced. Fine. We also agree. But then how you can recollect that? Katham pratyabhijnanam. Whatever you have not experienced, how can you have pratyabhijnanam or recollection of that? Like this they are asking. You cannot ask that also. Na vachyam. Why? Sakshina anubhutasya sukhasya ajnanasya cha tad abhinnena pramatra smaryamanatva smarana samayaha eva triputi pratibhanam iti. See, what we are saying is pratyabhijnanam is triputi. Without triputi, there cannot be any recollection because there is a recollector and a recollected. But in sushupti, when that anubhava is taking place, there is no there is no pramata, prameya, pramana, bheda. All of them are there. Only a sakshi there. Correct. The whatever is experienced or sakshi vedya alone is happening in sushupti, and that sakshi vedya, when we say whatever is vedya also or whatever is known also is not separate from that sakshi. Whether it is sukha or ajnana, whatever you recollect now, all that is all. It is not separate from the knower. It is not there as a knower known division is not there, but still it is there. It's all one and the same. There is no division, but the anubhava alone is there. So pramatra abhinnena. So whatever anubhava which is there, it is not separate from the knower. The experiencer, experienced, experience, etc. we talk about, that is only in the recollection. When it is happening, all of that is one and it's all same only. There is only the Sakshi Chaitanya alone is there, and everything is all these things are not separate from that Sakshi Chaitanya. So, but when you remember it, Triputi is there. Smaryamanatva, smaranasya eva Triputi pratibhanam iti. When you remember, this Triputi is there. But whatever you are remembering, that anubhava, when that anubhava happened, there is only Sakshi Chaitanya, there is no division of Pramata, Prameya, etc. All of them were there, non-separate from the witness consciousness alone. Okay. But once we say this, what? They cannot accept this, right? So they are coming back strongly. What are they saying? Nanu, okay. If you say this, what they are saying, Vishutavapi, Sakshi, Sukam Ajnanam Chaiti, Prayam Asti iti Katham Triputi Abhavaha. Now he is going to a different kind of Triputi. Here he is saying, you are talking about a Sakshi, you are talking about Sukha, you are talking about Ajnanam, etc. Two things are there. Okay, this is also a Triputi. These three things being there, how can you say that there is no Triputi in the Sushupti? Okay, he is raising this. Further, what? Satyam cha Triputyam, Sukha Vishayakam, Ajnana Vishayakam, Atma Vishayakam cha Vrittitrayam Vartate eva iti Katham Nirvishesha Jnana Siddhihi. Also, these three things being there, Satyam, then what? The Vritti also we have to say there has to be a Sukha Vishaya Vritti at that time for you to recollect. There has to be Ajnana Vishaya Vritti, Atma Vishaya Vritti also. Nahamiti. All these Vritti Traya also has to be accepted at that time because without the Vritti, how can you have a recollection? So these three things also being there, how can you say there is any Nirvishesha Jnanam in Sushupti? Okay. Further what? वृत्तेः प्रमाणस्य सुखादेः प्रमेयस्य साक्षिणः प्रमातुश्च तदापि सत्वात् जागरात् कः विशेषः इति चेत् so now what we have already established, three things are there, then the vritti with reference to those three are also there, means the vritti is the pramana, and whatever is known through that vritti, sukha, ajnana, etc. are prameya, and sakshi chaitanya, you also agree it is there, that is the pramata. All these three things being there at that time also, they are all there, correct? Tadapi satvat jagarat kaha vishesha. What is then the difference between waking and sleep then? All three are there, even there. Therefore, there is no question of any nirvishesha jnana. Your nirvishesha jnana and all cannot be there. If you say this, what do we say? Iti chet uchyate. This is what we say. What? यद्यपि सुषुप्तौ अस्ति वृत्तित्रयं साक्ष्याकार सुखाकार ज्ञानाकार च इति तथापि न एका विशिष्टाः वृत्तिः. So what do we say is what? See, these vrittis are all there. These three which vrittis we talk about, correct? Of course, after getting up also we are recollecting that. So we talk about these three vrittis. There is a sakshyakara vritti, the witness, and then there is a sukhakara because I slept well, I enjoyed, etc. And ajnanakara. I think the separation here is sukakara, jnanakara. It should be. It is not jnanakara. Prajnanakara cha iti. So, and I did not know anything. In these three forms, the vrittis are there. Even then, what? Tathapi na eka vishishta vrittihi. But it is not. Vishishta here means that at that time there is no separation of these three things. Correct? All these things are in the form of the Sakshi Chaitanyam only. That's what we are saying. We get up and recollect, we recollect these three things. But at that time, there is no Vishishta that I am the knower. This is the known. And this through this vritti I am knowing, etc. These divisions are not there really while sleeping, correct? So it is all abhinna, sakshi abhinna only at that time. Therefore, it is not eka vishishta vritti is not there. Okay. But in Jagrat, the difference is what? Jagaretu ghatam aham janami iti ghatakara ahankarakara vishishta eka vrittihi asti. So in the Jagrat, when you say ghatam aham janami, I know this part. In that what? There is a part vritti and there is a I vritti, the knower vritti, correct? I as a knower. So there is a difference between the part as the known and I as the knower. So this vritti or the state of mind is there. This is differentiable, correct? You can differentiate it. That part vritti is there. I as a knower vritti is there. These are two things, two different things. Like this, you are able to differentiate in waking. But in sleep, there is no differentiation. Eka vishishta vritti is not there. Therefore, what? In this manner, evam vishishta vritti sattvadeva jagara jnanasya savikalpakatvam. So why we say the jagrat, the waking, in waking world or in dream world, whatever you know is all savikalpaka, because this division is very clear. Okay. There is no blurring of this division. These divisions of knower, known, etc. are very clear here. Therefore, that's why the waking knowledge is savikalpaka. But if this division is not cognized, tad abhavadeva sushupti jnanasya nirvikalpakatvam. But it is not there in sushupti, therefore it is nirvikalpaka. So what we are saying is vishishta vritti janyam jnanam vishishta jnanam savikalpakam. So whatever produces this vritti, the state of mind, which is clearly differentiating between the knower and the known, correct? When that is there, only we can even talk about this, that jnanam as savikalpakam. Avishishta vrittikjanyam cha kevala jnanam nirvikalpakam. And that which does not have all this differentiation, but still there is a vritti, manovritti, which does not differentiate between the knower, known, etc. That is only just the manovritti is simply reflecting the chaitanyam itself, correct? The conscious being, its nature. That alone we are calling nirvikalpakam. Okay. The state of mind which truly conforms to the nature of one's own swarupa, correct? Which conforms to one's own swarupa, which is that I am a conscious, self-existing, self-revealing, conscious being, correct? The state of mind which conforms to that, where there is no differentiation between knower, known, etc., that is nirvikalpaka. Savikalpaka means there is a clear differentiation between knower and known. That is why we say the antakarana avachinna chaitanyam is pramata, vishaya avachinna chaitanyam is prameya, and then vritti avachinna chaitanya is pramana, like this. That is how we even talk about. And when these three things are aligned, then we say that is the pratyaksha jnanam. Something becomes pratyaksha or directly known when these three conditioned consciousnesses align or become one with each other. Okay, so but when these differences are not there and the state of mind is only conforming to your true nature, then it is only kevala jnana. It is only pointing out that state of mind is really pointing out to your only this chaitanyam or consciousness, and that is nirvikalpakam. Therefore, what kim bahuna? If you keep talking about this, you can keep on talking. So what he is saying is, okay, enough of all this. What do I say now? Yatra jnane aham akara idam akaraha va purati savikalpakam. So what do we say? When the knowledge takes place, and in that, when that jnanam is taking place, there is aham akara vritti, idam akara vritti. Clearly you recognize, you cognize that spurnam is there. Then it is savikalpaka. But where there is no differentiation like that, I am knowing this as a object of knowledge. These differences are not there, but still there is a particular vritti is there, state of mind is there. Then that is nirvikalpakam. And in sushupti what? Sushuptau ahankara bhavat na aham idam akara spuranam iti. And in the sushupti there is no ahankara. Ahankara is resolved. And therefore there is no aham and idam, etc. These divisions are not experienced during sleep. And that experience not being there, whatever state of, even though we say the mind is resolved, but mind has gone into a potential state, and that potential state of mind is actually conforming to the true nature of this Sakshi Chaitanyam, and that alone is now the vritti, manovritti we have to say, right, at that time, and that is nirvikalpaka. So this is the answer. Okay, even after this, of course, it continues. What? Okay, Nanu, the next objection. What? Susuktau ahankara bhavat aham akara spuranam ma bhut nama. Okay, now he is also accepting, okay, I also agree that in the Sushupti there is no ahankara. Okay, and therefore there cannot be any cognition or experience as me as a knower or doer, etc. So that is not there. Let it not be there. Okay, Mabud Nama. But what Vishayasya Ajnanadehe Satvat. Ajnana is there, Sukha is there, etc. They are there. Therefore, what? Na idam akaras puranam iti che. Okay. So Kutaha na idam akaras puranam is asking now. See, okay. Yeah, this Ankara is not there, it resolved. Aham akaras puranam is not there. But idam akaras puranam How can you say it is not there? The ajnana is there. You are also talking about ajnana being there, and that's why you get up. Okay. So ajnana is there, sukha is there. Therefore, the idam is there. How can you say it is not there? Means what? Even that it is not in the way you understand. Okay. Iti chet ma evam. Why? Jnatuhu ahanta sattva eva Nyayasya idanta sattvam. So this is what we are saying. What the very existence of the this Chaitanyam, correct? Alone is the existence of anything. Whether you say aham or idam, etc. All these aham, idam, the existence of all these things, the Triputi itself is nothing but the existence of the Sakshi Chaitanyam only. Okay, whatever you say aham aham and which is pointing to the Sakshi Chaitanyam, that Hanta Sattva, the existence of that alone is really the existence of anything which is known. Okay, the known objects do not have an existence of their own. That is why they are mithya. Okay, they all come and go. They don't have any independent existence. Therefore, you cannot count it as something separate. Okay, so he is further explaining that. So, nyayasya idantvam hi jnatuhu pratyaksha vishayatvam. Okay, see this. Anytime you say I know something, you always know it as this, correct? And that alone becomes the direct cognition or experience of the one who is knowing. In fact, our initial sadhana or the entire Vedanta sadhana is very simple. Okay? To start with what? The Vedanta sadhana is all about saying that whatever I know is not I. You have to hold on to that very strongly. In fact, Vedanta is only that much. The only Vedanta sadhana one has to do is what? Whatever I know is not I. Whatever I know is not I. And again, there is no confusion with external objects or even this cloth or this spectacle and all that. The confusion starts from your skin or even from the hair. Somehow the hair, skin, the body, etc. becomes I. That is where one has to focus. Correct? The entire Vedanta sadhana is to get out of this Dehatma Buddhi. There is Anyonya, Adhyasa is there between Aham and Idam. And whatever is Idam can never be Aham. Whatever is this can never be I. Whatever is known as this can never be I. Therefore, whatever I know is not I. And it includes your body, mind, sense complex also. So that is something first we have to understand. But then later on, what further you have to understand, whatever is idam does not have any independent existence other than you. Correct? Atma alone is satyam. Everything else is mithya. They do not have any independent existence. So this is the thing we have to understand. So even though we say that this ajnana is there, sukha is there and all that, in fact that sukha is not a separate object or a quality or dharma. Sukha is really, ananda is only atma swarupa we say, correct? It is only swarupa ananda. Even the vijnanam anandam brahma, there is a very beautiful bhashya in Brihadaranyaka, where Bhashyakara establishes that it cannot be some kind of a ananda dependent on some manovrit. It cannot be the known ananda. It is basically the Swarupa Ananda alone, because Brahman itself is Vijnanam. Even the Ajnana also is similarly looked upon, because Ajnana, once we go into the level of this, see, in sleep, whether you sleep or Ishvara sleeps in Pralaya, there is no differentiation in the unmanifest, correct? Once you talk about unmanifest, what differentiation you can have? Some people try to make a differentiation there. I don't know, maybe. So some people differentiate Maya and Ajnana. They say Ajnana is not Maya. But Maya also is Avyakta. And ajnana also, particularly when we talk about the mula vidya or whatever the ajnanam which is in potential state in the sleep, is actually a unmanifest state only, correct? Or undifferentiated state. Now, between two undifferentiated entities or states, what differentiation you can give? Or why do you even have to give a differentiation? It's useless, correct? In fact, any prakriya or teaching methodology also has to be as simple as possible, or has to give the simplest of anything which can be explained simply should be explained simply only. In fact, this principle nowadays they call it Occam's razor and all that. In fact, Bhashyakara talks about this in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad Bhashya. It is there. I think in somewhere in 3.8 or 3.9 Brahmana, in one of the Bhashya, if I remember correctly, he talks about this. He raises this as an objection to some explanation which is given by the Purva Pakshi. He says you are giving this like Dravida Pranayama, correct? You are holding your nose like this, means that is called Dravida Pranayama. You don't have to do that. If you can hold your nose like this, why should you go all the way around your head and all that? So, anyway, so the Ajnana is also Avyakta, is Maya. And what is this Maya, Ajnana? It is Brahma Shakti only, we have to say. And the Shakti and Shakti Mat are not separate. You cannot separate it out also. Or you cannot say they are same. That is where again the Anirvachaniyatvam and all comes into the picture. Okay. So he is going to talk about that. He will say, let us see. See, Tasmat, Sushuptau, Prajna Kartrika, Sukha Karmaka, Ajnana Vritti, Karanaka, Anubhava Satvepi, Tasmin Anubhave, Aham Idam Akara Abhavat, Tad Anubhavasya, Nirvikalpakatvam, Sushupte त्रिपुटी रहितत्वं च सुषुप्तेः त्रिपुटी रहितत्वं च. So what we are saying is what, even though in Sushupti, when you get up and recollect, we can say that the prajna is the knower, because we give a name also to the sleeper, correct? The sleeper is the knower, who is prajnaha. And what did he know? I slept well, I enjoyed. Means Sukha becomes the known, let us say. And then what kind of vritti can be there? It cannot be manovritti. So you have to say it is ajnana vritti only, because ajnana alone is there potentially in sleep also. So ajnana vritti is the karana like this. These things and all you can say I can do what? I can do anumana or arthapatti also you can say, because without this being there, anyatha anubhavatihi you can say. Without these three things being there, how can there be any anubhava? Therefore, these three things we have to postulate even in sleep, even if you say that. But even though you do a postulation like that, or using arthapati, you arrive at it, still what? Tasmin anubhave, in that anubhava, while that anubhava happened, there is no differentiation, correct? Aham idam akara abhava, there is no aham or idam, etc. It was not experienced explicitly. The differentiation was not there. And that not being there, correct? Tad anubhavasya nirvikalpakatvam. So even whatever experience was there, still we have to say it is only nirvikalpaka, because there is no vikalpa. While the experience happened, there is no vikalpa in that. Therefore, we have to say, so that is nirvikalpaka only, and also in the while the sushupti is there, there is no triputi also. Okay, triputi rahitatvam also you have to say. So pramatradivatvam hi triputivatvam. So when we say triputi, then the pramatra, prameya, pramana, all these things have to be there. And you should know yourself as a knower, knowing an object, etc. And if those things are not explicitly experienced, then you cannot say that triputi is still there. Okay, once you say this, what now he is saying, prajnaha eva pramata iti vachyam. So why can't we say prajna himself is the pramata? Okay, if you say that, what? In fact, we in one way we also have to accept, because we have we are talking about recollecting the experience. So, vastutaha tathatvepi sarva samsara uttirnasya prajnatvam samsarinastu pramatritvam iti bhedat. But even then what? What do we say? That prajnaha, who experienced all this, is not considered like as a knower who is separate from the known. Correct? So, the knowership, when we talk about, also brings in the samsaritvam. Why? Because the knowership implies a separation from the known. Once that separation comes, you are parichinnaha, you become limited. The very fact that I am not the known, I am only the knower, makes you a limited being. Once you are limited, you are subjected to a life of becoming, which is samsara. But in Sushupti, there is no samsaritvam. In fact, there is no difference in Sushupti between a jnani, a jnani, king, beggar, whoever you are. Correct? Everybody's Sushupti is same. It is undifferentiated. Therefore, there is no samsara or anything. Andaha anandho bhavati and all. In fact, he is going to quote that also, I think, later. So in Brihadaranyaka, the Swayanjyoti Brahmanam, this Sushupti is given as the Drishtanta for moksha, and the Prajnaha is the Drishtanta for Mukta Purusha also. So the Prajnaha is considered as asamsari, but the Pramata is a samsari, because by the very fact that you are a Pramata, you are a samsari only. You cannot be anything other than a samsari. So that Bheda is there, we are pointing out. Okay. But so the knowership of Prajnaha is only Aupacharika. It is only figurative. Okay. But it does not confer any limitation or samsaritvam on Prajnaha. So there is a difference between the Pramatritvam and Prajnatvam. Okay. Then what? So, but they are saying, no, what? Prajnaha api samsari eva. No, Prajna also is a samsari. It is only a state of experience. Prajna is not Atma and all that. If you say, that is true. That way we say Prajna is a Drishtanta for Mukta Purusha. Correct? Anyway, but the Shruti is giving the Prajna as a Drishtanta for Mukta Purusha. So if you say Prajna is a samsari, we cannot say that really. Potential samsari you can say Prajna, but really while you are a Prajna, you don't have any samsaritvam. And that's why the Shruti also says what? Andaha api anandaha bhavati. Okay, you are not, even the blind is not blind. Like, in fact, it gives on a huge list. Okay. So, the Shruti also is pointing it out. Therefore, what? Atayeva jivasya samsaraha na swabhavikaha. In fact, why it is very important, the prajnatvam, because we have to show that this samsaritvam is not the swabhava of the jiva. In fact, ajnana also is not a swabhava of jiva. It's not jiva swabhava. Jiva swabhava is only asamsaritvam, and it is only jnanam. Correct? So, he is pointing out, therefore, that's why, in fact, we say that jiva is not a samsari and samsara is not natural to the jiva, but it is coming and going. Kintu agantukaha eva iti uchyate. It comes and goes. Therefore, what? Evam asamsaritvadeva jivasya brahma abheda upapattihi. And in fact, only based on this, in this manner, only it is revealed that jiva is asamsari, and therefore jiva is not separate from Brahman. So jiva Brahma Aikya also is pointed out only by pointing this out. Okay, once we say this, what? They come back. What? Nanu yadi sushuptavapi anubhavita anubhavya anubhavyam anubhavakaranam cha iti visheshaha santi ahamakaraha idamakarascha iti visheshau sataha tarhi कतिपय विशेष रहितमेव निर्विकल्पकम ज्ञानम इति सिद्धम. Okay, now he now he says, see, what did I say initially? I said that nirvikalpaka means that which does not have some visheshas is nirvikalpa. That which has all visheshas is avikalpa or something like that, they said initially, correct? That is their point. Now they are saying that is what is established even now. Because even in Sushupti, okay, you are accepting something which is experienced. The experiencer is Sakshi Chaitanya, you are saying. And there is Ajnana Vritti is there, which is the Anubhava Karana, which is the instrument of this experience. All these things are there. And then we also have to postulate that I was there and whatever I knew was there. Ahamakara, idamakarascha iti, visheshav sataha, all these qualities are there. Therefore, what? Only, but some other things were not there. Therefore, only some qualities not being there. You are also saying it is nirvikalpaka. That only I said. I also said the same thing. That is now established by you. And therefore, it is not desirable for you. Correct? He is saying, Nacha ishtapati. It is not ishta for you. In fact, Ramanujamata pravesha tavaiti. And in fact, you are now accepting whatever Ramanuja has said. Okay. If you say this what? Ma evam, it is not in this manner. Why? Saushuptike hi nirvikalpake jnane sakshi va sukham va jnanam va vishayaha bhavati taccha vishayabhutam vastu nirvisheshameva iti na nirvikalpaka jnanasya savishesha vishayatvam iti. See, what we are saying is, see, during the Sushupti, this nirvikalpaka jnanam is there. Okay. And in that what? Sakshi, Sukham, Ajnanam, all these things are all implied, correct? At least as a Vishaya. So for this Nirvikalpaka Jnanam, what is the content of that Nirvikalpaka Jnanam means there is a witness consciousness is there is Sukha is there, and Ajnana is there. All these things, Vishayas are all there. Okay. But those Vishayas themselves, such a Vishayaputam Vastu, whatever the entity which becomes the, which is the content of this Nirvikalpaka Jnanam, that itself is Nirvishesha only. It is not Savishesha really. That is what we are saying. You are saying Pratama Pinda Grahanam is Nirvikalpaka Jnanam and all that. We are not saying the same thing. In fact, we are saying that Vishaya itself is Nirvishesha only because you cannot establish that Vishaya as Savishesha. There is no Vishesha in that, correct? So, all these Vastu which you call as they are all, these Vishayas are there, etc. They are all really only Brahma Vastu alone. Their existence is not separate from Brahma Vastu. Therefore, they are all Nirvishesham only. Okay. Therefore, what? Na Nirvikalpaka Jnanasya Savishesha Vishayatvam iti. Therefore, the Nirvikalpaka Jnana Vishaya itself does not have any Savishesha Vishaya. It is Nirvikalpa. It's Nirvishesha Vishaya only. Like this we are saying. Once we say this what? Then also what? Nata Sakshinaha Nirvisheshatvepi Sukham Savishesham Eva iti Vachyam. Okay, at least we can say that Sakshi is Nirvishesha because Sakshi is only Chaitanya. But what about the Sukha and Ajnana? They are all Savishesha. That is the argument he is giving. So Sukham Savishesham Eva, even if you say that what, you cannot say that. Why? Sakshi Swarupa Bhutatva Tat Sukhasya Nirvisheshatvam Eva. That Sukha, whatever we are talking about, it is not separate from the Sakshi Chaitanya. That's what we are saying. This Sukha Ananda is the very Swarupa of Brahman. Okay. Sukha is Brahma Swarupa. Because Shruti also is saying Vijnanam Anandam Brahma. Okay. But what about Ajnanam? So now he is saying Nacha Ajnanam Savishesham iti Vachyam. So he is saying Ajnanam Savishesham next. Even that you cannot say. Why? Jagara Swapnayoho Ajnanasya Savilasattvena Savisheshatvepi Sushuptav Nirvilasattvena Nirvisheshatvam Praleha Iva. So this is where I am saying, see, once in the Jagrat and Swapna, this Ajnana has its own karya, correct? Ajnana karya is there, it is projection is there. The Vikshepa is there. That is what he is saying, Savilasa. So the Vikshepa being there, then everything, the Savisheshatvam is there, we accept in Jagrat and Swapna. But Ajnanam also is gone into a potential state. It has become Avyakta, Avyakrita in deep sleep. It is like Pralaya only. And that Avyakta, Avyakrita is non-separate from Brahman. It is Brahma Shakti. It is Maya only then. So it is like what the one same thing from the standpoint of Brahman is a Shakti. But some people may argue, how can Ajnana become Shakti? Ajnana is Shakti if you look at it from Brahman standpoint, but that Ajnana itself becomes the Moha Karana from the Jiva standpoint. Like from the magician standpoint, magic is Shakti, but from the onlooker standpoint, the same Shakti is the one which deludes, correct? So there is no problem in that. I don't know. Some people have a problem accepting Ajnana as a Shakti. How can it be a Shakti? Ajnana also has to have only Brahma Ashraya. There is everything finally is having only Brahman as Ashraya, correct? This Bhashyakara accepts this. I think in 1.4.10 Bhashya, in Brihadaranyaka, he explicitly says that finally, who has Ajnanam means only a Chaitanya Vastu can have Ajnanam. And what is the only Chaitanya Vastu? Which is Brahman alone is Chaitanya Vastu. So Brahman alone has to have Ajnana also. There is no problem in that. In fact, it is a Shakti. From a Brahman standpoint, Ajnana does not delude Brahman, but it is Brahma Shakti. But from Jiva standpoint, that same thing becomes the power which deludes you, in fact. That is the beauty. So, here, this Ajnana doesn't have any projection or any Savishesha there. It has become Avyakrita, Avyakta, like even in Pralaya, everything is like that. In fact, that's why sleep is called Nitya Pralaya, right? Every day, this Pralaya is happening. Therefore, this Ajnana becomes the Shakti of Brahman alone, and there you cannot differentiate it from Brahman, okay? Shakti, Shakti Mat and all, or nor you can say it is separate, nor you can say it is same. That's where again it becomes Nirvachaniya. So those things we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.